Let's look at the Shroud screen.
Ooh.
Yeah.
For just an internal meeting here. So
and we just ripped it.
we just ripped it, and we're just
tossed it onto the stream. We're like, this is really cool.
But you'll be able to open up cool routes that Art has predetermined.
Welcome back, Halo followers. 343 just dropped another W. They just revealed tons of plans for Season 3 and 4, including gameplay of one of the upcoming Season 3 maps. They talk all about Forge, they talk all about the future of Halo, progression coming, and more Reach armor, just tons of stuff. So here is a super cut of everything I enjoyed from the recent stream. Be sure to smash that like button, Blue.
Some fixes for network ping variants. I'm going to try to
take
give
a
you
minute just to take in some visuals. Yeah, let's get, I am very excited for more BTB play spaces, and this is looking awesome.
Yeah.
Some of the prefab and welding issues that you see right now, they've already been fixed. And so they'll be coming out in Season 3. Things like some of the desync or just erratic behavior. I've looked at those bugs, and they're closed. So great.
Keep in mind, this is still a work in progress. We are finishing up a bunch of stuff, polishing some stuff. So this is definitely something we are finishing up. But I love it. I love this map.
We talk about that quite a bit internally, Sean. I know you and I have, and like as part of the player experience goals that you and the team have, and one of those is just getting back into being just more consistent with our releases, right? But what comes with that is the ability to start doing more of this. We can show more things sooner and show more work in progress content because it's just going to start coming out at a more predictable cadence. So I'm very excited about that. I'm sure our community is as well.
And that was 392 Bandit. Just take a look at that. Nice looking weapon. And I'm gonna, you guessed it, throw a
purple coating on there.
Oh, actually, I'm just gonna do this nice blue one. I like this blue one.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
This is the continuation of the narrative that we introduced with Season 2. And it was way back then, but if folks have been following along and you're curious what's happened to Spartan Den and the Spanish AI, we're going to start to get a little bit more of that information through Season 3. But
proper level 152 reward that we wanted to get to people. This is, we're going to be calling it Watchdog Neo. We're not replacing it. We're giving you both.
Remember, we did get a glimpse of the SPI armor, fan favorite, one of our
Mirage.
Okay.
Now, yeah.
Love it.
Here we go. Yep. And with the winter update, actually with the December update, we gave everybody the course, all the course for free. So I'm going to hop in here, and from now on, we're also giving everybody the course for free. Still, we're going to keep doing that. Anytime we get a new core coming out, everybody's going to get it, and we're also going to give those cores cadet coatings for free.
Awesome.
They all come with them, and I'm just going to grab my favorite one.
You're a purple guy, right?
I am a purple guy.
In particular, the water object. People want to put water in our maps, and so that's something that'll be coming, I think, in Season 4.
Okay.
It didn't come in time for Season 3, but
you can get some nice speed editing on mouse and keyboard.
The workflow is, it's just a little janky right now, and we want to improve that, and the feedback obviously is on point there. I've seen requests for a search bar in the object browser, again, campaign AI spawning tools. I've heard that feedback forever, so and thank you for reinforcing that. Another good one was advanced camera controls. Like, people want to be able to maybe do a top-down shooter or a side-scroller or something. And so first one is about editing the dev maps in Forge. Now, this is a video that we made for internal, for just an internal meeting here. So
and we just ripped it,
and we're
just tossed it onto the stream. We're like, this is really cool.
A little bit behind the curtain here, but basically with Season 3, you'll be able to open up all of our shipped dev maps in Forge and edit specific areas of the map, specific objects. You won't be able to edit everything, but you'll be able to open up cool routes that Art has predetermined, and of course gameplay and sandbox objects will be editable as well. Our next legacy remake is going to be the Halo 5 map Plaza. That should be coming out sometime during Season 3.
Checks coming in. Josh, I
lied.
I was like, now you're getting ahead. But you want to speak to Forerunner objects coming in? So obviously we shipped with some Forerunner objects, but we want to finish that palette. So these are some Forerunner primitives that we're adding. So you can, if you want to make a Forerunner map, you're going to just kind of have the full set of objects to do that. And you won't have to maybe kit bash existing objects. There'll be objects that maybe speak to your specific need. So that's exciting to do that. And very cool.
I forgot about that bullet point.
But lots of good stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So do you want to? Oh, let me show you another thing real quick.
Yeah, show me what we were talking about. Show me the new sandbox.
So let me get somewhere where there's no enemies here. The bots are probably all in there. But yeah, so let's look at the Shroud screen.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you obviously can't see through it. When you're inside, you can't see out of it. Your radar kind of goes dark too. Sound is attenuated, so you're not really able to hear it. It is a really, really fun piece of equipment to play with, and it looks cool.
It does look cool.
It looks really cool, and you can place it a bunch of different places. It's like that. Oh, okay.
So what's your like ultimate use case for that Shroud screen? Like you pop it down around a corner and just sit there with a sword and wait, or
you can do that. I'm not that that's not really. I'm not like a camper, so I don't really do that. But what I like to do is when I'm moving between spaces, I'll sometimes throw it. Like if I know I'm gonna cross, if I wanted to cross through here and it was a hairy situation, I knew I need to get out, I would do that.
Okay.
So that a player shooting from outside there wouldn't be able to see me moving or getting away, and they might not know which direction I went.
Projectiles will pierce that bubble,
absolutely.
though, right?
Yep.
But you're just kind of blind firing at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And so I'm like, okay, someone was just shooting at me. I might want to stay in here, give them something to think about, right? Because they could come in here if someone was just shooting at me. They could come in here, right? And they could try to go this way, and I could just be waiting. Or I could go this way and run around. And in either case, they have to just think about more stuff instead of just watching me move.
Cool. So for folks that didn't catch that or maybe haven't been keeping up, so we are taking a look at our new BTB map, Work in Progress, is coming out in March as part of Halo Infinite's Season 3 release, Echoes Within.
That's right.
It'll be the continuation of our narrative story thread that we last heard in Lone Wolves Season 2. We'll also have an arena map. We've got a new weapon in the Bandit. We've also got our first new equipment, the Shroud screen, which is what Sean just demoed there. Now, Sean, while you're playing, I did kind of want to just talk to you briefly because love seeing new stuff. I am excited about what the future holds, but I also just kind of wanted to ask you about how do you think we're tracking? Tell us about this journey we've been on. And back in September, you really did outline. I'll take the controller, I guess.
Yeah.
And so
because I'm not going to be able to think. And
I'll mess around while you're talking, but. Yeah, I mean, from your perspective, maybe could I ask you just to kind of remind us what your key player experience pillars are?
Yeah.
And then maybe we just speak to each one briefly and help everybody understand kind of from your perspective, where are we today and where are we headed?
Yeah. So I think that was in September when we first talked about those goals, the player experience goals. I brought up that our number one goal was to achieve seasonality. I'm kind of rewording that now. I'm calling it consistency. I am really, really happy with where we've gotten with that, where we are getting with that, where we're setting ourselves up, for the new year. You players are able to see with the winter update, with the that was a good use of it. There you go. With the winter update, with the December update, that, we really are going to start bringing content consistently on time when we say we're going to, and in some cases, like with that December update, exceeding expectations, right? Because we were able to bring in, with that service mentality, the player reporting and the custom game browser, things like that. Yeah, look at you.
I'm just messing around. But hey, you're glossing over something super important.
Yeah.
That roadmap we talked about in September, both of those items were listed as coming out in March.
That's right.
So,
and that's just the whole mentality, right? About
huge shout out to
people
the team.
They want. Yeah, I mean, people worked hard. Right,
can we also acknowledge like a philosophical shift I think that you and the team have is that we would rather just get things into players' hands as soon as possible, even if they're not like 100% perfect, right?
Yeah.
So internally we might refer to something as a V1 or the custom game browser, good example.
Yeah,
it's not done.
It's
right?
Not done.
We have feedback threads. It's
functional.
Oh yeah, but there are
issues with it.
Quality of life improvements and just polish and iteration work that we should expect to continue, but. Rather than hold that for 2 or 3 more months, it's functional right now.
Yeah.
And we've already seen it unlocking amazing custom game experiences for our players. So more of that, please.
Yeah, it's about getting something to service ready, which is like 90% ready, where it's functional for almost all cases. It is fun. It doesn't break the experience. And we want to do that across the board with as many things as we can. And so that is absolutely adding to our velocity.
Match XP, would you say, falls into the same bucket?
Match XP absolutely falls into the same bucket there. Yeah, I think in the past we would have considered holding that until we thought it was like absolutely perfect. but it's pretty good right now. And actually, from the data that we're seeing, I'm really happy with the velocity with which people move through matches, or sorry, levels in the battle pass. That's a pretty consistent climb. I'm happy with that.
A lot of guys here.
Oh boy, that was
hide in my.
Here we go.
Oh no, I got killed by a bot. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Petite's got revenge.
Wow.
But yeah, I feel like the sentiment's been pretty solid for Match XP as well. Yep. People do seem to be enjoying not only just moving through faster, but on top of the changes as well.
Yes, no big
it's
deal.
just kind of play what you want, progress at your own pace.
Yep.
Enjoying the modes that you want to play.
Yeah. And then I guess that fits into really well the player experience goals that we had. I went through the 4 that I had beyond achieving seasonality, which I'm now calling consistency. We talked about infinitely rewarding, personal and welcoming, competitive and fair, stable and high quality. I think those really fall into 2 primary buckets. And one is, satisfaction. Like, we need to deliver like satisfying experiences, and they need to be quality experiences. And on the screen right now, hopefully you're able to see how I break that down, and I'm really happy with where the progress we've made against both of those in the last few months, really since September. Like I said, we delivered Match XP. People are moving through battle passes faster. We're going to tune that so they're moving even slightly faster through that. For satisfaction, we brought in custom game browser. We released Forge. We wanted to give people more options, and we wanted to give people like more freedom of choice. So we gave away all the cores, and we're going to continue to give away all the cores as they come out. We're giving the sort of baseline options people have for the cadet codings, and that's going to consistently keep happening soon. We updated challenges. We gave improved capstones, right? The velocity to get to a capstone is now faster. And I don't see that stopping at any point. The team is like really focused on driving that player satisfaction. In fact, we just approved moving forward on a really good build or design for career rank that we really like. And so that's going to be coming pretty soon too. When I say pretty soon, it's going to be in the next season or so. And so we got that, and that was all covering satisfaction. And then from a quality perspective, in that last few months, we've fixed several of our top PC crashes. We've addressed in the last update multiple UCN issues, the melee issues, the vehicle desync issues. We are not done with our ranked tuning, but we've been seeing some good preliminary data from like matchmaking within skill bands, and so that looks great. Still need to, all of these things are works in progress, right? That's the thing about how we want to do this. We want to keep making things better. We also released in the last update some good mouse and keyboard improvements, some good PC improvements, and right now, this will be, I guess, recorded earlier, but we should be still rolling out a little bit some fixes for network ping variants that players have been experiencing. That's been a real challenge to work on.
It's been going on for a while.
And players have been super patient and very clear with what they've been seeing and giving great feedback. But I'm really excited about those fixes, and the potential that they may have completely addressed those issues. But we'll see, and that's rolling out right now.
5 was a big deal. It's basically a mode that's logic agnostic, and so those social modes. What's a good one, like Sumo Mongoose, for example, right? You don't need to, like, that doesn't really rely on Slayer logic. So you just want to have like a blank slate mini game that you can tweak to your needs. So that's coming out, and that's also going to be coming out with supporting generic mode objects and supporting node graph functions. So and generic mode objects are modes that aren't driven by a game mode logic. So you might have a stronghold object, a generic stronghold object that you can just put in a mini game, and it'll just work. You don't have to use the base stronghold game to drive the functionality of that object.
Gotcha.
A little bit in the weeds functionally, but for the mode makers, it's huge.
Yeah.